moving a little bit. As long as you beat him to the spot, it's still a charge. Jim O'Brien stays with Iverson with the 2 fouls. And picks it up in the playoffs.
He's a dedicated team guy. Gives the coach what he wants and what the team needs.
Hey, man!
And even when the
Sixers double team, but got called for the 3-second defensive violation.
there is Billups.
Chauncey's a layup.
And that's a layup he'd like to have back. Iron unkind.
On his jumpers, he's strong. Hunter. Nice job by Wallace. Waving.
What a frantic pace, and I tell you what, he passes this, the next guy's bigger. He's accustomed to that. For some reason, they're not going down for him.
Here's Billups off the floor.
Again, versatility. Prince can handle the ball like a guard. Even get the hitch going. He has to basically spin it around to do a pirouette to find stay at home on Kyle Korver. He was covered beautifully that time.
They've done a magnificent job defending him. He led the NBA, tied for #1 in 3-point field goals made. Set a franchise record. Shot clock at 1. Billups has to put it up. Not a good possession that time for the Sixers.
Oh, there's a heat check by Chris Webber.
And Billups with a strong beat tomorrow. Game 4 of Chicago and Washington. Billups looking to post up. Tough shot from Chauncey Billups.
There's an awful lot of contact under there not to have something called.
Starting to get a little physical. Billups with a hand. Ollie get caught up. Very physical, and Prince can't finish. Throws it away. And Billups count it. And
Something up there on the glass, but he took the bump and righted himself. A lot of patience in the paint.
Green trying to guard Billups. Billups falling away. Billups, he puts up a 3. The player in double figures for the Sixers besides Iverson. Billups.
When you got a guy like Iverson coming off the high screen, you got to step him out.
Hamilton, they're looking for Billups. That's a 3. Billups! Now Foster defending on Ben Wallace. Billups with the step.
You've got to continue to find ways for Tinsley and Steven Jackson.
Shot clock to 5. Down to 3. Billups off the dribble. Well, Tinsley has come back strong from that bruised left foot injury. At one point, he missed 40 of 43 games. Made his return in game number 5 of the opening round series against the Celtics. Billups tonight.
And Carlisle obviously trying to get Miller going. That's about the 4th isolation play we've seen tonight with Red.
Time. Good coverage by Hamilton on Tinsley. Forced him to pass it.
Oh, Billups! He's now 0 for 10 in his last 10 3-pointers. And the Pacers now 1 for 5 from downtown.
And Tinsley's been able to manufacture all the jump shots the Pacers want. But of late, they haven't had anybody to put any down.
Billups against Tinsley. Nice up and under move. Chauncey Billups has it going. Lost by 31 at home. Their worst home franchise loss in the postseason. As Billups gets his
Basket moving without it. Those are the sparks that the Pacers need since their big guns we mentioned before not effective.
Ball stays alive. Billups has to put it up. 4. Billups on a leaner. Hits it. Hamilton picks it up. 2-on-1. And Billups
Success up until then.
He didn't like the call, but it was clearly a travel. As we come up on 2 minutes remaining. Billups, that's a 2-pointer. Chauncey. 12-point game. Billups backs down.
And the long rebound handled by Billups. Billups with no hesitation.
With their half-court defense, if they take care of the basketball and get good shots, it's going to be a slower-paced game.
Anthony Johnson's pass picked off. Here comes
I think the house would have come down.
another blocked shot.
2 minutes. 2 minutes until the half.
Just under 2 minutes remaining first half. Billups from straightaway for 3. Here comes Prince, 3-on-1. Billups with the layup.
I think he really turned this game around for Detroit.
Here is Billups.
You know, you have to have faith in your guys. Wallace missed to come in, put up some quality points, and give the necessary rest to the first group. This equals the largest lead in the game Oh, foul line and looking too many times to kick the ball back. Nice works it back out. Loses the ball. Hunter to Billups off the glass. And there's that pairing, and Reggie loses the ball. Right now, Indiana, come on, you got to get shots at the basket because Detroit has shifted gears defensively. Billups backspin. Here's Billups. Floater.
From behind by Prince. Billups with the hesitation. Jones able to cut him off, but shot clock down to 3. Billups changed his shot, not able to put it down. He had his first career triple-double, but in the other 2 games he fouled out and had a frustrating time, primarily against Tayshaun Prince. Here's Billups, scored 3.
Game, what a finish.
9-0 run by the Heat. Billups backing his way.
That last possession, he likes Billups posting up Damon Jones, but a little ball movement first.
It's off the mark. Here's Hamilton, gives it up. Billups. Cheers from the crowd, replaced by Shaquille O'Neal. Beautiful pass. Billups. O'Neal had it knocked aside. Good play by Ben Wallace. Here's Billups against the backpedaling Damon Jones. Shot clock down to 5. Billups for 3. Dwayne Wade has scored 10 of the Heat's 12 points in the 4th quarter. Dice tries to set the pick. Billups for 3. Big tonight, in particular with Shaq in early foul trouble. A 15-5 run by Miami. Billups. Anything to do with shutting Doug's mic down? Because I wouldn't put it past you.
I had nothing to do with it, and might I add that this is the best we've sounded in.
For 14 of his 20 has Dwayne Wade over the last 6 minutes of play. Here's Billups.
Game 2. First time all season he hasn't made at least 1 basket.
That Miami had been winning. As for the conditioning, he's catching that ball, though he's 1 dribble away at that time. He's knocked loose nicely by Rasheed Wallace.
Billups penetrates. Doug has been right on with the numbers, hasn't he? Ball early on as Miami again was looking to set up Shaquille O'Neal, but Wade has missed his last 5 shots. Billups. Hamilton surrounded, gets it out. Billups has to rush it to the Wallace, and then Ben Wallace gets it back. Billups going way off. Here's Hunter. Kicking it out, Billups. In the 4th, Detroit looking to tie the series at 2. They resume in Miami Thursday night with Game 5. Here is Billups, scored 3.
They're really doing a nice job getting the ball in the scoring area.
Here is Billups by Hamilton. Nice play by Hamilton. Billups crosses it over and
It's Dwayne Wade.
And the problem is Miami really wants Eddie Jones to chase Rip Hamilton, so that's why that matchup occurred between Wade and Prince.
again tonight.
Protect that backcourt.
Billups.
Bad shot. A lot of times you can get an offensive rebound because the defense has scrambled. Haslam bails out Jones.
Haslam lost it. 2-on-1. Billups takes all the way. Billups put it down. Oh, Billups with a beautiful move on. Prince gets inside, pops it out. Billups for 3. Billups. No, don't want to hurt yourself. 5 minutes gone by in the 3rd. Here is Billups. The evening the series at 3. Billups. Here is Rasheed Wallace trying to squeeze it. Nice follow. Billups from down.
He lets the fatigue and lack of conditioning cost his team tonight.
Wade is 6 of Miami's 10 points in this 3rd quarter. Billups, beautifully done. Shot clock to 6. Here is Billups.
And that's contested by Rasheed Wallace. That's their 6th block, Al. And you know the old story. You can talk all you want about rhythm and tempo and playing together and all that kind of business, but they are blocked. They fronted Duncan. They forced the lob. They came from the weak side. 4 for 16. They're going to make it hard for Duncan to get the catch. Duncan has 9 points. No other Spur has more than 4. Billups and Duncan comes out to guard him. So he goes by Tim and late. Wallace goes down, but there's no foul. Billups winds up with the ball. What a move! Duncan. Ben Wallace is there. Prince resets. And there goes Billups, who gets away from Ben, wins the tip. It's 30 a game. That's stolen again. Pistons with a chance to tie the game.
He said, my last name is not common, so I wonder what the kid is going to say when he's 15 years old.
There may be a few kids named Ginobili.
The offensive end were getting a great clinic by San Antonio with their unselfish play.
Would have been had he been able to drop it. Duncan has 13 to lead the team. McDyess off the bench leading Detroit right now with 10 points. 2 minutes to play. From a 20-point Spur lead. And an Warrior down. Bowen comes into the game. Muhammad in the game. Here's Billups. Nice over.
You always want to stay optimistic.
Billups gets
a nice possession here for Detroit. If they can get a score here right now, it would give them a lot of life.
And it's Billups. San Antonio on a three-pointer.
Now look, this guy is shooting 67% in threes. So you know that when you pick him up, especially with a potential knee injured here, you've got to close him out.
He lives there. He makes one of two. He's the leading scorer in the game with 9.
To get the easy baskets. And you've done a nice job at halftime with 11-0 on the break.
Prince saves underneath, comes back out to Hamilton. Parker cuts him off. It sets her up for 4 on the shot clock. So Barry in double figures. The only other Spurs, Duncan and Parker in double figures. It's only leading with 17.
Chauncey match with Duncan.
And then Ginobili throws it away. And Billups. It's another away again by Wallace.
Yeah, Duncan is really upset. He thought he got fouled.
Ben Wallace. Again, shot clock all the way down to 3. Billups. Otherwise, if you call a foul on Wallace in that situation, that would have been his 4th. He's playing with 3 right now, with 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Spurs had a lead early tonight. They were up by as many with a turnover on his first possession.
Well, they've been very consistent. A low turnover team right throughout the 4 rounds of the playoffs, right around 11-12 a game. Get the ball to Duncan. Gets almost every possession, the immediate move.
And contested by Wallace, and Billups will lead the break. And Billups will bend underneath, and he can't get free. That's blocked. Billups has it.
Now, San Antonio just wasted 2 easy opportunities.
They're trying to do damage with Duncan and Bowen up.
You realize does not have a point in this game.
Chauncey Billups, MVP of last year's finals, has 11. Great thing about Sheed is that everything is only the last syllable. It's Sheed, it's not Rashid. It's Ships as in champ. Leading scorer for either team in the game.
Get the mismatch now. They've had this a couple of times.
Mismatch knocked away. Rasheed Wallace. Hunter 2-on-1 with Hamilton. Then he feeds back to the trade. To do it back in 1955. As the Fort Wayne Pistons before moving to Detroit. Here's Chauncey Billups.
And you must pay attention because he keeps things alive under pressure on your offensive board.
Horry seeking his 6th championship ring, has 10 points in the quarter. Chauncey Billups. Now Chauncey Billups, 30 points tonight. He'll drive. He'll go over. Parker on the bench, at least for the moment. He'll be coming back in shortly.
11 threes in the series. Bruce Bowen, 11.
Corner. Hamilton is short.
Once again, McDyess, that's his favorite move.
Both of them. They cash 2 baskets off those 3. And then
Pistons as well as you could play. And with the clock down, that kick out in the corner is murder.
Billups, small. And you got Billups.
And then he kicks back to Duncan. Beautiful. There's still plenty of time here for Detroit.
but they've got to get stops. Oh, there
What
it
a
is.
steal, and it's Ben Wallace
That's
again.
right.
Coming over to the sideline. He is everywhere. Another huge possession, and Billups with a pull-up.